This report, Under the Nuclear Shadow, is the final report as part of a 2-year study that we've called On the Radar, that looks at strategic situational awareness and its impact on escalation and crisis management and strategic stability. Strategic situational awareness is the ability to understand an operating environment, perceive threats, determine if they are real or false, and provide warning and crisis management support. We don't have a whole lot of cases of nuclear crises to draw from. As we tried to think about how to engage this in the project, we focused on developing 2 tabletop exercises. One looked at a China scenario, and the other looked at a North Korea scenario.
With our war games, pretty early on, we kind of established that it's not the outcomes of the war game that are really useful to us, it's the process. The inconsistency in some of the answers that we got, both across war games and also within war games, they would find particular situational awareness technologies really troubling in one context and then not at all troubling in another. People are viewing these situational awareness technologies as signaling devices, particularly for those technologies or platforms that can be dual use. So for example, drones can be used both for intelligence surveillance, but also can be weaponized, right? There's a lot of concern about misperception or miscalculation on the basis of what's actually going to go on the platform.
Over the course of this project, we've identified 4 key takeaways. First, the prospect of a conflict between nuclear armed states forces us to take on new perspectives on the way we think about information dominance. The second key takeaway is that combined conventional nuclear ecosystem for strategic situational awareness is here to stay. We have to rely on new tools and new approaches and bring communities together that previously were used to kind of operating in a separate way. The third key issue is the fact that as you look at these different capabilities that might shape that information environment, those capabilities will not simply inform the crisis, they will in fact shape it. And finally, we believe that sort of the combination of the high stakes and high stress environment of a crisis between nuclear armed states combined with emerging technology really increase the risk for the introduction of bias in decision making. We can actually work on this issue. It's something we control, but by training, exercising, and planning for crises under the nuclear shadow, we can actually reduce the negative influence of biased decision-making and improve the chances of successful outcomes. To read the full report, visit us at csis.org.